The James Webb Telescope just detected something on K2-18B that no scientist can fully explain, and it could change everything we know about life in the universe. Hidden in the light of a distant star, this alien world revealed a signal so strange, experts admit it might not be natural at all. The discovery is so mysterious that some believe it could be the very first undeniable sign we are not alone. If this shocks you, tell us what you think below. When the James Webb Space Telescope unfurled its golden mirrors in the cold silence of space, it was more than an engineering triumph. It was a statement of human ambition. Each hexagon reflected not just light from distant stars, but centuries of curiosity, polished into perfection. Like the gleam of headlights cutting through a midnight tunnel, Webb's gaze pierced the cosmic dark, seeking secrets the universe has kept hidden for billions of years. With precision so sharp it could read the fingerprints of starlight, it became the most powerful window into the unknown we've ever built. Among its many targets, one world stood out: K2-18B. Nestled in the constellation Leo, about 120 light-years from Earth, this planet orbits a faint red dwarf star invisible to the naked eye. To picture it, imagine a world about 2.5 times the size of Earth, yet not as massive as Neptune, a category astronomers call a sub-Neptune or super-Earth. It's a hybrid class of planets that defies neat definitions, straddling the line between rocky worlds like ours and gaseous giants like Neptune. But what makes K2-18b extraordinary is its location in the so-called habitable zone, the delicate band around a star where temperatures could allow liquid water to exist. Scientists had long speculated that beneath its hazy skies, this planet could host an atmosphere thick with hydrogen, a possible blanket protecting oceans, or even life below. Still, speculation is one thing, proof is another. And this is where Webb's piercing eyes come in. Unlike any telescope before it, Webb could look directly into that atmosphere, dissecting starlight as it passed through the planet's gaseous veil during orbit. But Webb wasn't just looking at any planet. It was listening, waiting for whispers hidden in its atmosphere, signals that might reveal whether K2-18b is simply another silent rock in space or something far more alive. When Webb turned its golden eye toward K2-18b, scientists expected data. Numbers, graphs, maybe hints of water vapor. What they didn't expect was a chemical whisper so rare it nearly stopped the research teams in their tracks. Buried within the spectral lines of the planet's atmosphere was dimethyl sulfide, or DMS, a molecule that on Earth comes from one source only: life. Here at home it drifts into the air from microscopic phytoplankton in our oceans, a quiet signature of biology at work. Now, for the first time, that same signature seemed to echo from a world more than 120 light-years away. Think about that for a moment. K2-18b is no Earth twin. It's roughly 2.6 times the size of our planet, massive enough to hold a thick hydrogen-rich atmosphere. Its surface, if it has one, could be cloaked beneath oceans or icy crusts, warmed by the dim red glow of its star. Yet within those strange alien skies, Webb's instruments found something that doesn't fit with rocks, storms, or volcanic eruptions. For the first time, an alien world whispered back with chemistry that screams biology. The discovery didn't come lightly. Webb's sensors dissected the light of the parent star as the planet passed in front of it, splitting it into rainbow. Fingerprints of molecules, methane appeared, carbon dioxide too. But then, tucked away was that elusive trace of DMS, so faint that scientists double-checked, then triple-checked, before daring to whisper the result aloud. If confirmed, this is no ordinary detection. It's a clue that life, or something astonishingly similar to it, might be shaping the atmosphere of a distant super-Earth. And here lies the haunting hook. This chemical signature defies all known physics outside of life. No volcanic fire, no atmospheric trick, no cosmic accident explains it. Something or someone might be breathing there. The moment the data was released, the scientific community held its breath. NASA's official voice was measured, calm, even restrained. Spokespeople emphasized the importance of verification, reminding the public that extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence. To them, this was a promising lead, nothing more, an invitation for further study rather than a declaration of alien life. But beneath that calm surface, among astronomers and astrobiologists, a different tone was whispering through conference calls and private emails, excitement so electric it bordered on disbelief. Some scientists could hardly contain their optimism. The presence of dimethyl sulfide, they argued, was no ordinary anomaly. On Earth, there is no known geological or chemical process that produces it in measurable quantities. It is life's fingerprint, and here it was, etched into the spectrum of a distant world. If this gas is truly what it seems, one researcher admitted off record, it could be the first undeniable evidence of extraterrestrial life. The words were almost too heavy to say aloud, like a truth humanity wasn't yet ready to carry. Others, however, refused to let excitement overshadow skepticism. They warned that signals this faint could be statistical noise, or even subtle interference from Webb's own instruments. Perhaps an unknown chemical process on a super-Earth like K2-18B was mimicking biology in ways we don't yet understand. Skeptics argued that to leap to life as the explanation would be reckless, even dangerous, when the universe is full of surprises that defy our expectations. And then came the chilling warning. One veteran astronomer, after reviewing the data, cautioned, "If we're correct, we're staring at a world where life exists. But if we're wrong, we may have to accept that nature can mimic life more convincingly than we ever imagined." In that single sentence, the weight of discovery collided with the terror of uncertainty, leaving the entire community suspended between wonder and doubt. The debate over K2-18B's atmospheric riddle quickly split into two dramatic camps: science on one side, mystery on the other. On the scientific front, skeptics leaned hard on natural explanations. Could exotic volcanic activity be releasing gases we don't yet understand? After all, this is a planet nearly 3 times Earth's size, wrapped in a hydrogen-rich atmosphere. Conditions there might allow chemical reactions that simply don't happen on our world. Some theorized about high-pressure chemistry deep below, the clouds, creating molecules that mimic life's fingerprints. To them, the signal wasn't proof of biology, but proof of how little we know about alien worlds. Then came the other side, the realm of mystery, where speculation brushed against the possibility of civilization. To believers, dimethyl sulfide wasn't a cosmic accident. It was a biosignature and perhaps even a technosignature. What if the gas wasn't drifting from oceans of plankton-like organisms, but from industrial-scale activity, a civilization, broadcasting its existence in the only language the cosmos can hear, chemistry? The idea wasn't just thrilling, it was chilling. If Earth can detect them, could they also detect us? For younger viewers, imagine it like this. You're walking through a forest at night and see smoke curling into the air. You don't know if it's from a wildfire or from a campfire where someone else is sitting in the dark. That's the puzzle of K2-18B. Is this the smoke of natural forces, or a signal flare lit by something alive? The arguments have grown, so fierce that one emerging theory dares to rewrite the entire search for life. Instead of chasing Earth-like planets, maybe we've been looking in the wrong places all along. Maybe the universe hides its secrets not in familiar twins of our world, but in strange hybrids like K2-18B, worlds where life thrives in ways we've never imagined. When scientists thought the discovery couldn't grow any stranger, the James Webb telescope revealed a twist that pushed the mystery into almost surreal territory. As the data poured in, researchers noticed that the chemical signature on K2-18B wasn't static. It pulsed. Like the faint rhythm of a heartbeat, the signals rose and fell in regular intervals, as though the planet itself was breathing. For some, it was nothing more than a quirk of orbital mechanics or shifting cloud layers. For others, the cadence was too deliberate, too patterned, to ignore. Imagine standing on a cliff by the ocean, listening to the waves. The tide comes in, the tide goes out, a rhythm written into the planet's DNA. Now imagine that rhythm is not just water, but the very chemistry of an alien atmosphere, waxing and waning in a pattern that feels alive. That is what Webb's instruments recorded, a cosmic pulse whispering across 120 light-years of empty space. For older, seasoned scientists, the reaction was caution mixed with awe. The pulse could be the result of stellar radiation interacting with the planet's gases or gravitational tugging from another unseen body in the system. These explanations felt safe, grounded, almost comforting. Yet even those who clung to the natural explanations admitted something unusual was happening, something beyond their textbooks. For younger minds, the imagery was impossible to resist. The planet was no longer a distant, silent orb. It was breathing, alive, maybe even communicating. Memes and theories exploded online. K2-18B say, "Heartbeat," they called it, a phrase that spread faster than the science itself. Videos and forums lit up with speculation that ranged from poetic to provocative. Was this the rhythm of alien oceans stirred by hidden life, or the pulse of technology? We have yet to comprehend. The contrast between fear and wonder grew sharper with every discussion. If it was just chemistry, then the universe had taught us a valuable new trick. But if it was more than that, if it was intentional, a signal woven into the very air of a distant world, then humanity had just overheard a conversation not meant for silence. The question hung like a shadow over every press briefing and late-night debate. Was this a threat, a welcome, or the greatest breakthrough in human history? The implications of Webb's discovery reach far beyond astronomy. If K2-18B truly harbors life, or even the suggestion of it, then humanity stands on the edge of a transformation as profound as the first time we looked up at the stars. Overnight, our place in the cosmos changes. We are no longer the lone voice in an endless void. We are part of a chorus, but that chorus could sing harmony or discord. For scientists and explorers, the find is exhilarating. It means we may finally be on the threshold of answering the oldest question we've ever asked. Are we alone? For philosophers, it raises questions about purpose, identity, and faith. Religions may wrestle with the existence of life beyond Earth, while governments debate how to respond, or whether to respond at all. Even ordinary people sense the weight of it. Imagine waking up tomorrow knowing, not guessing, that life exists somewhere else. Every decision, from how we explore space to how we treat our own fragile planet, suddenly feels heavier. Discovery could unite humanity under a shared mission, or divide us as fear of the unknown sparks mistrust and competition. The haunting truth remains. The future of exploration, and perhaps survival itself, hangs in the balance. For the first time in history, we may be staring at a world that isn't silent. K2-18B, once just a name on a star chart, now shimmers in our imagination as a place that might breathe, whisper, or even harbor life. The James Webb telescope has turned a distant speck into a mirror, reflecting back not only light, but possibility. And in that reflection, humanity sees itself, curious, vulnerable, daring to ask questions we may not be ready to answer. The beauty of this discovery lies not in certainty, but in wonder. Whether the dimethyl sulfide truly points to life, or the mysterious pulse is nothing more than cosmic coincidence, the fact remains. The universe has grown larger, stranger, and more alive in our eyes. That feeling, that edge-of-your-seat awareness that we are close to something extraordinary, binds us together across generations and cultures. As Earth spins beneath the same stars that cradle K2-18B, we are reminded of how small we are and how limitless our reach can be. The telescope has shown us a door in the dark. Now the choice is ours to walk through. Subscribe for more cosmic mysteries. Is this an alien vibe or just new science? Share your thoughts below.